To mock draft from, every single draft spot from the 1.01 on down to the 1.12. I'm going to show you what I'll do at every single draft slot in this 2019 fantasy football mock draft season. So get ready, buckle up. It's time to mock draft. I'm not mock drafting with you. I'm going to show you from every single spot. You can mock with me or talk me through some of the picks. What's up, Undead? Glad to have you here, my friend. So let's get to it. Let's start mock drafting from the 1.1. After I'm done doing that, I'm not going to go all the way through round 10, 11, 12. I'll probably stop at like round 6 or 7. I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear. And then I'll start from 1.12. Then I'll redo a mock, try it from 1.3, 1.4, and so on. What's up? What's up, gamer? So I'm mock drafting from every single draft spot using the Sleeper app. I'm going to start off with the 1.1. You guys tell me where you think you would go if you were me, but I'm going to ultimately decide, what I want to do with these draft selections. And you have to bear with me. I'm on some Dayquil right now, so I'm a little loopy. Caught a cold. I'm trying to heal up for the 24-hour live stream here Friday. I'm going live on YouTube, youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show, going live this Friday, August 23rd at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I'm a little under the weather right now. I'm on some major Dayquil right now. I'm flying. I'm a little loopy, I have to admit, just a little bit. What's up, Ghost? A little lightheaded, I'd say, definitely. I'm still sold on Zeke in the fourth, but I'm on NyQuil, bro, or I'm on Dayquil. I'm still on NyQuil and Dayquil, so I don't know. You tell me. I think I think Zeke is. I think Zeke's a gamble. You're going to either roll that dice and get burned, or roll that dice and win your league. Especially if you're talking about somebody taking him at 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I take him there all day long. Let's start mock drafting. I'm going to start from the 1.1. So let me put that on the screen here. So this mock will be from the 1.01. And let me set that on screen here. All right, let's go. Yeah, Gabriel, I'm a little loopy. Little Dayquilled up, my friend. I don't even know if I'll remember this show. All right, let's do it. Claiming that one spot. Can you guys see okay on the screen? Let's start the mock draft. So, what do I do here? I don't know. Loopy should hop on the scooter. No, I don't know if that'd be a good idea right now, bro. All right, I'm going with my boy, Alvin Kamara. Let's see here. What's going on here? What is going on here? Does anybody know why this is like all screwed up? Let's start over. Look at, it's not even showing me. Oh, there we go. I had to hit that. All right, I'm drafting Kamara. So Kamara at 1.01. For me, he's my clear 1.01. I had some kind of setting on there, filtering. Let's go ahead and look at who's getting drafted here. Connor, Michael, Chubb, Odell Beckham Jr., Cook, Tyreek Hill, Todd Gurley, Mike Evans, Joe Mixon, Keenan Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Juju, Kerryon Johnson. So at this spot, what would you guys do if you were me at this spot? Antonio Brown is a decent pick. Very dice roll type of pick here. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I had the filter on, Elijah. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I'm on Dayquil, bro. I'm on like some... I think I took an extra dose of Dayquil. I'm all hopped up. That's why I've been a little bit missing the last day or so. I've been down and out. My voice is a little scrappy. And I'm just hoping I'm going to be healed up for this 24-hour live stream, man. I'm like, oh, I couldn't have got sick at the worst time. But hopefully we're going to be all good by Friday. Honestly, I don't know where I am right now. I'm just like, I'm just zoning out. All right. Thielen, Damian, I'm on the clock here. I got a draft. I'm gonna go with Damian, and then I think I'm gonna roll with. I know Damian. A lot of people are just fearing that Damian's not gonna be the guy, but honestly, I as long as you back him up to Darwin, you're good to go. I think it's a top 5 to 10 running back. So yeah, let's see here. Let's try the old Monty and Damien. Let's roll with that. Let's go with Damien and Monty. Let's go with a three-headed running back monster, and then we'll go ahead and as we loop around. I should have did no timer on this because that's gonna, as I start talking, I almost timed out. Okay, we are on the clock. Don't need any running backs unless they're just flat out the best player available. What do you guys think about Ridley and Boyd at this point? Going 0 wide receiver. That seems like a pretty good approach, Ridley and Boyd. I'm not a big Cooper Kupp fan. I'm not a Tyler Lockett fan. Landry's too high. Calvin Ridley. Let's see what tight ends are available. O.J. Howard. Quarterbacks. Let's go. Let's wait on a QB on this one, and let's go Ridley and Boyd. Not a bad looking team considering, but you know what? Yeah, I like Kittle in the third. Let's try it with Kittle. Let's try it again with Kittle. That's what's great about mock drafts is you can do them over and over. So I'm gonna redo them. If I don't like what I'm doing, I'm gonna redo it until I like it. That way you guys see where I would have maybe made a mistake and what I would have changed if I could do it over. Because anybody tells you they should, first of all, I'm on Dayquil for starters. I probably would have taken Kittle if I had more time to sift through. Let's try redoing this right here. I think it'd be fun to have you guys see me feel like, hey, I should have went in this direction. I think it's a learning experience. Let's even start over. Let's go mock draft, claim the first spot. Boom. This is like when you're playing Nintendo or Sega back in the day and you messed up and you just start over. And you just start over and you just keep starting over. Okay, so let's go Kamara. Start draft. Come on, Smitty, get with it. Start draft. Drafting Kamara. Can you guys see that screen okay? Can you guys read the player names? What's up, Jared? What's up, Ghost? I do like Kittle to start the third. I love the thumbs down person. Like what have I done to you so far? Okay, so now we are here and we have Aaron Jones. Again, the running backs are kind of shady other than Montgomery and Melvin Gordon. Who takes Melvin Gordon here? I like Darwin a lot. Darwin is a must cuff to Damian Williams. Let's try this approach. Let's try the Kittle and the Montgomery or Kittle and Mahomes. What do you guys think? Kittle and Montgomery or Kittle and Mahomes? Let's try the Kittle-Mahomes strategy. Let's do it. Let's see what we can come up with. This is what we're mock drafting for, to see what it looks like. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it something that everybody would do? No. But I want to do all of these strategies and show you. Maybe we'll do a Kittle-Montgomery and see how that looks. And see what you guys would have done, or if you like the approach. So we're heading, let's see what we do. Let's see what we get at running back and wide receiver. So if we were to go Mahomes and Kittle, that leaves us with White, Michelle, Coleman, Cohen, Sanders. Running backs are very thin. Darrell Henderson. Wide receivers, Kupp, Lockett, A.J. Green, Ridley, Boyd. We need a wide receiver. What if we were to go Ridley and Boyd here? Let's go Ridley and Boyd. Again, I guess. Ridley. What about A.J. Green? Does anybody like A.J. Green here? Does anybody think A.J. Green's going to only miss a couple games? Some people think he's going to miss a chunk of time. Some people think he's going to miss just a couple games. It's really tough to tell. No one's really honest. Teams are not honest with news wires anymore. The media and news wires are reporting all kinds of guesswork out there. Lindsay, Calvin, Michelle, you guys are all over the place on this, and I don't blame you because it's a tough choice to make. Monty's gone, bro. We're gonna do it again with Monty. Monty's dirty, dude. Monty is the man. Okay, so who are we going with? Boyd We going with AJ Green? Who we going with? Let's just go with Green. Okay. Now let's try it. Let's try this. So I like it. I mean, Kamara, Kittle, Mahomes, really, whether it was Boyd, AJ Green, whoever. Let's start this again. And let's do Monty. Let's pass on a QB and see if really we should not be taking Mahomes at 3.01. I'm okay with not taking Mahomes there if we think we can land a Baker Mayfield later. Yeah, it probably should have been Boyd. Remember, I'm on Dayquil. I'm hopped up on a lot of Dayquil right now. I'm a little hazy. I may regret this live stream. I may truly regret it. Okay, let's go Kittle and Montgomery now. So we'll go with our boy Kittle, and now we'll go with Montgomery. I love Montgomery in the 3rd and 4th round, man. It's a steal. Look at that. I like that team the best so far, I have to say. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, boys. A-Rod. I'm liking A-Rod coming around the corner, sure. Let's see what we get. Boyd, AJ, whatever. That's the medicine, Smitty. Okay. So now we have Cooper Kupp, AJ Green, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Landry, Ingram, Michelle Coleman, and then quarterback, we have A-Rod. So I think A-Rod's going to be one of my picks here. And we have 2 running backs, so we need a wide receiver. So we've got to go at wide receiver here. Let's go Calvin. And let's go A-Rod. Now that's a damn fine team. Even hopped up on Dayquil, I know that is a win-a-league team right there. Alvin Kamara, George Kittle, David Montgomery, Calvin Ridley, and Aaron Rodgers. Tell me I'm not crazy and that wouldn't win you a league right there. That you wouldn't walk out with an ear-to-ear grin on your face saying, bro, I won my league right now. Tell me that isn't a win-a-league team right there. I'd love to hear anybody argue against that team right there. Okay, we need a wide receiver. Pettis, Fitzgerald, Curtis Samuel I like a lot. I don't know about this high. His ADP is climbing way too high for my liking. Sutton I like. Kirk. We already got a QB. Henderson, Jordan Howard, Royce Freeman, Ballage, Samuels. Dude, this team is so good. This team is the bomb. Look at this team. I'm telling you, I might even time out. I'm so excited looking at my team. I'm going to time out looking at it. That's a great team. But look how many times it took us to get to the perfect approach. This is why mock drafting is important. Who am I going here? Damn. Damn it. Timed out. Samuel. Oh, well. Okay. I might have actually hit that with my finger. Got him. I'm floating, man. I'm floating. I am floating around. So Kirk, A-Rob. I'm not big on these wide receivers here. I think I'm going to pass on the wide receivers and get like a Sutton later. And let's go check out our running backs. Darrell Henderson. Samuels. Singletary. Where do we take Singletary, guys? I think he's dropping a lot. He might drop to the next. Let's wait. But Singletary is going to be one of my next picks for sure. I'm going to time out again. Drake. Royce Freeman. Call me crazy. I'm still doing it. I'm still taking Darrell Henderson. I like Gallup a lot too. We'll see how that shakes out there. I'm not the biggest. Yeah, I do like Curtis Samuel there, even though I kind of didn't. I was timing out, and I think I hit it with my finger, but I would have probably considered him anyways. But Singletary is going to be, hopefully Singletary's there when we get up to bat here. Jalen Samuels. Watkins isn't bad at wide receiver. But I'm going with Samuels and Singletary. Now, I'm telling you guys, you win leagues in this range right here. Even a guy in Dayquil knows this. 7 to 11 is where you win your league, in my opinion. If you land your Devin Singletary, you land your Jalen Samuels, you land Darrell Henderson, you land those running backs. Those are the players that buy you an entirely new piece to your team that you can't. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this, guys. So what a team that is. Kamara, Kittle, Montgomery, Calvin Ridley, Aaron Rodgers, Curtis Samuel, Darrell. That's a freaking win-a-league team. We've mastered the 1.01. Consider that complete. We've mastered the 1.01. It's time to move on to the 1.02. All right, ready for 1.02? Let's go, gents. Starting a mock draft from the 1.2. Boom. David Johnson? What the? All right. Let's go Kamara again. David Johnson at the 1.1. Who's drafting here? We know a guy that likes David Johnson at 1.1. Am I mock drafting against a certain someone? I might be. What the hell? David Johnson? Have you guys ever seen that? I've never seen that. I've seen that once in a live draft, and it was ridiculous. Okay. Mike Evans, Pat Mahomes, Aaron Jones. Okay, so this is one of those examples where we're still in the same boat. Do we take Kittle? I think I'm still going to take Kittle and Montgomery. I like Melvin Gordon a little bit here, but let's just take Montgomery. Let's see. We can still build. So I guess the moral of the story here is you can still build the same exact team from the 1.02 that you can from the 1.01. And I think that's how you kill it. You kill it with the Kittle and David Montgomery. I love it. Yeah, I'm tempted to pass on Montgomery because so many other people get him in the 4th round, and I don't benefit from that because I'm grabbing him in the 3rd round every time. You know, am I stupid for doing that? Am I stupid for grabbing him? Let's go A-Rod again. White and Michelle, I would not have taken either, so that benefited me to grab A-Rod to make sure I got him. So we have Kamara, we have Kittle, we have David Montgomery. We don't have a wide receiver. I think Galladay would be a good choice here, or Ridley. What do you guys think, Galladay or Ridley? Calvin Ridley can definitely win leagues, bro. What's up, Gary? Let's go ahead and take Galladay in this. Well, let's take Ridley. So we're basically building the same team, but I think that from the 1.01, 1.02, we pretty much nailed it. That your best approach to get the most well-rounded team with the most bang for your buck at each pick is to go Kamara, Kittle, David Montgomery, or Kamara, Evans, David Montgomery, and to get that quarterback, Aaron Rodgers or Baker Mayfield later. To me, that's the home run move to make. All right, so I think we've mastered the 1.02 and the 1.01. Now it's time to move on to the 1. Let's go to the 1.12. Let's skip all the way down to the end of the draft and mix things up rather than take the same players over and over again. From the 12 spot. Oh, David Johnson didn't go 1.01. Yeah, A-Rod could fall. It depends on your league. Quarterbacks can go really early in some of my leagues and really late, so it kind of depends. Okay. Do we go here with Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Odell Beckham Jr.? I personally like my boy Odell. And then let's roll with... Let's try wide receiver, and see what... I probably would go Cook in this situation more times than not. But let's see what happens when we go wide receiver, wide receiver. So let's go Odell and Juju. Odell and Juju. Let's see what the zero running back approach, at least through the first 2 rounds, looks like from that 12 spot, and then we'll try it with Cook, which is more I think my preference is to go Odell and Chubb or Odell and Cook. But let's see what kind of running backs we're gonna get. See, I don't like these running backs. I don't like the wide receiver, wide receiver. Well, Melvin Gordon. So if we were to go Melvin Gordon, let's say, I know that's a risk, but at that point, why not? And let's say we're to take Jacobs. What do you guys think of that team? Odell, Juju, Melvin Gordon, Jacobs. Not too bad. You guys like that team? Would you go to war with Odell, Juju, Gordon, and Jacobs? Let's redo this bad boy. And then let's see. QB, running back, Coleman. I like Coleman there. So if we were to go Coleman, and then let's just say we just threw Baker in there just so we can get a QB in the mix. It's not a bad team. So Baker, Odell, Juju, Melvin Gordon, Josh Jacobs, Tevin Coleman. Not my favorite team, but not a bad team. So let's go. Let's try this with a wide receiver running back approach. So let's go back to the 12 pick. Back to the 12. I'm hopped up on Dayquil. If you're just joining me, I'm so hopped up on Dayquil. I probably won't even remember this show. My head is floating. I hope am I giving good advice? I've got 1 thumb down, so I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. Why did I get that thumb down too? At least be brave enough to comment in the box and tell us what the hell did I do to you while I'm high on Dayquil that caused you to hit that thumb down. I'm a little disappointed right now. Let's try from the 12 spot. Let's start drafting again. Let's go wide receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver, and see what we can do. No to the thumbs down. It's okay. You can give me any kind of love you want, down or up, but I prefer the thumb up. Okay, so let's go with Odell again because we want to keep things consistent, and let's go with our boy. We'll go with Cook now, but we could also Chubb already go. Chubb already went 1.9. Wow. So we'll go Cook. Let's see how we're doing with this. You would let people know that you're sick. I would let people know that you're sick. Why? I think I'm still drafting okay. I'll try from the 4, Chuck. Don't worry. Okay. And I am letting people know I'm sick. Okay. So here we go. We are up. Odell, Dalvin Cook, Jacobs, Mack, Carson, Henry. What are you guys thinking here? Hit that thumbs up. That's what Chucky says. This way they don't think you're just putting back Dayquil. Well, everyone knows I'm sick. Okay. Yeah, I don't just take Dayquil for the fun of it. I think you could tell I'm pretty sick too. Throat is sore. Can barely talk. I did lose my voice for a little while. Jacobs. So where would you guys go here? Jacobs. Let's go Diggs, and just because I was timing out. And Mack or Jacobs or Derrick Henry. What do you guys like? Derrick Henry, Jacobs, or Mack? Henry? Let's go Henry. Everyone's saying Henry. Let's see how that looks. So Odell, Dalvin Cook, Henry, Diggs. What do you think of that team? I have to say, man, if you have the 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, you just have such a huge advantage. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Odell, Cook, Diggs, and Henry. I just feel like you just have such a more solid team from those 1.01 to 1.04 spots. But Henderson, Boyd. So we have 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. We can go pretty much best player available with ease at the spot. Boyd. Let's say we went Boyd and Mayfield. You guys like that team? That's a pretty damn good team. I like it. So Odell and Diggs and Boyd at wide receiver, Dalvin Cook and Henry in the Mayfield. I just think that the team over at 1.01 is just so much better, and 1.02 so much better. What do we want to do the 4 spot next? From the 4 spot. So it's from the 1.2. Let's change the graphic on screen. For those just joining, I have been a little bit down with the cold. I'm hopped up on Dayquil, and hopefully, please hit the thumbs up on the way in, and just bear with me as I try and eke this out, because I'm definitely, my voice is still kind of gone. Mock drafting from every draft slot. That's what we're doing. Okay, from the 4 spot. Kamara again. There's our boy. I'll go from the 3 next. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, guys. It really helps. Sorry I've been a little bit down and out the last day or two. I haven't been able to talk, but I lost my voice. Like I said, hopped up on Dayquil. Thank you, Chuck. Dalvin Cook falling to us. Wow. This would be fantastic. I couldn't pass on him here. No way. Dalvin Cook. That'd be fantastic. Okay, so now we have a dilemma. Do we take our boy Kittle, or do we take our boy Montgomery, or do we take Melvin Gordon? I obviously would take Montgomery over Melvin Gordon. I love Montgomery, but this is a tough spot to be in because we have no wide receivers yet. We went running back. But given that there's a flex, we could definitely start. Do we take a Hilton, do we take a Cooper, or do we take the best player available, which is probably Kittle or Montgomery? What say you guys? 30 seconds left on the clock. Kittle, David Montgomery, Melvin Gordon, or like a Cooper or Hilton or Diggs. You have a couple seconds to tell me. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. We've got a little bit of probably like a 5-second delay on the live here. So Kittle, let's go Kittle. Nailed it. God, my throat. I better be good to go by the live stream. That's all I'm going to say. Wouldn't that be amazing if Montgomery fell to us? I don't think he will. Nope, he went. So, wide receiver, Galladay, Woods. Let's just say we rolled with Woods. I like Montgomery there too. We can do both. I don't know that we get Cook again, or, Ridley. So that'd be a pretty damn good team. Kamara, Cook, Kittle, or Montgomery. We could have had either. Woods and Ridley. That's a pretty damn good team. I like the 1.04. I think that's a pretty strong place to draft from. I don't know that we would land, as we said, whether we land Cook every time. Let's try it from the 3 spot. 3 spot. Oh, 1.03. Ready? Let's go. Start draft. On the clock, McCaffrey. Boom. It's nice to see somebody else. We kept getting Kamara over and over and over again. Guy I want to own in every draft for whatever reason, man, is, well, 2 people. Odell, I like to stack them. Odell and Baker. I just want to own both of them in a lot of leagues together. I can't wait for Baker and Odell to connect on touchdown after touchdown. So from the 1.03, we're looking at a very similar team, guys. We got Montgomery there. Montgomery, Mahomes, Kittle, Antonio Brown. So, I mean, you're looking at the same exact. From the 3 spot, same thing we did from the 2. Montgomery's pretty much the call here. Damian Williams is a guy to look at, but I think David Montgomery is probably the best option. So right here, McCaffrey, Kittle, Montgomery, you can't lose with that. That's fantastic. You're such at a huge advantage with that start. Freaking love it. I love the 1.01, 1.02, 1.03. It's money, especially if you can get David Montgomery. And there's so many people getting David Montgomery in the 4th round. It's absolutely crazy. Ingram's not a bad pick here. Galladay, we need a wide receiver though, so I'm going to go with, do we go Galladay and Ridley again? So Galladay, Ridley, David Montgomery, McCaffrey, Kittle. Absolute fire. Somebody give me a fire emoji. Give me a fire emoji on that team. Ring that bell. Come on, drop the fire. Drop the fire. Drop the fire. I want it raining fire. That's going to be a new rule here, just like we have the new no button, just like we have the take a lap button. We're going to now have the rain fire button. And when I say rain fire, that means everybody rain fire in the comments. If you can't find the emoji, then you type it like James did. James wrote fire like an awesome I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm so hopped up on Dayquil. There it is. Fire's raining. There it comes. Attaboy. There you guys go. I love it. You guys are awesome. You guys are truly the best followers and subscribers and teammates and whatever you want to call yourselves. I don't even like saying followers or subscribers. You're part of we are all part of the same community. You guys are growing this channel single-handedly with every fire emoji you drop. We're becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. I am hopped up on Dayquil right now. I'm so hopped up on Dayquil right now. Oh, I'm on the clock. Did I just time out? I timed out with Lamar Miller while I'm talking to you guys. Damn it, Lamar Miller. I think we're done with this spot anyways. Oh my God. All right, let's go to the 6th spot. My favorite spot to draft from, the 6th spot. I have yet to draft a team. Look at the fire emojis. Jared dropping the super chat fire. Attaboy, Jared. Jared's the man. Super fire. I like it. I'm gonna put this up here and save this for later. Super fire emoji. Look at the fire still coming in. I like this new thing, rain fire. If something happens and someone makes a dumb comment or something dumb happens in the mock draft or whatever, I'm going to say rain fire. He just got unleashed fire. It's freaking fantastic. I don't know if I'm entertained because I'm hopped up on the Dayquil or if it really is a really good idea. I don't know. Do I seem a little loopy or is it just in my head? I feel a little loopy. I don't know if this is a mistake to be doing this live right now. I don't know. I got a $1.99 fire super chat. I can't be making that big of a grave mistake by doing the show hopped up. Okay, let's start the draft from the 6th spot. My favorite spot, and then we'll go to 7, Garrett, because look, the fire is still raining in. I love it. Okay, it's still coming. It's still raining fire. Hopkins. Elliott's there. Do we take Elliott? The fire is still coming. Oh, I can't wait till our live stream, guys. I can't wait till our live stream. You guys are going to be amazing. Are you on for the 24 hours? So far I am. I mean, I'm really not feeling great right now. But I have a feeling I'll be healed up by Friday. I don't think I can cancel anyways, man. I can't cancel on something like that. I just hope to God I have a voice. But yeah, Friday should be a go. And for those that don't know, we should have Andy Holloway on from the Fantasy Footballers. He should be stopping by. That's about the 3rd hour in, most likely about 5 p.m. Eastern. So definitely be there. Set your notifications. Hit follow or subscribe. We're on YouTube. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit the notifications so you know when we go. I just can't stop firing either. I think it's just everyone just can't stop. They just keep unleashing it. So Elliott, we got timed out on Elliott, which is fine because I would have taken Elliott probably anyways, guys. I'm taking Elliott. I'm taking the risk. I don't care. Elliott's my guy at 1.6. We might need to redo this because I wanted to go wide receiver to show you, but I can't let Elliott fall past me at 1.6. I just can't do it. And the fire's continuing. Dalvin Cook. Elliott Cook would be fire, would it not? Would that not be the correct placement and usage of inserting fire emoji in when you have Elliott and Cook? That to me equals fire. I'm not sure about you guys, but that means fire to me. Melvin Gordon. Do we just go crazy and draft Zeke and Gordon on this team? Cooper, Kittle. Dude, could we get Montgomery too? Let's go Kittle. Let's go Kittle and hope Montgomery comes around. Come on, Monty. I don't think we're going to get it. Damn it, David Montgomery. Should have took him in the third. That would have been awesome. Okay, Godwin, Carson, Henry. Henry would be good here. We have no wide receivers, though. Godwin. Let's go Godwin. We're going to have to do this 6 spot again. You got to take Zeke, Jack. I agree. At 1.6, you just can't pass on it. Ridley. Let's go Ridley again. Let me just check out the running backs. Let's go Ridley. Still a good team. Zeke, Cook, Kittle, Godwin, Ridley. And then I'm sure we'll get Baker here. I've been taking Baker like clockwork in the 6th round. Don't take Baker. Baker, touchdown maker. What do you guys think of that team? Zeke, Cook, Kittle, Godwin, Calvin Ridley, Baker. Fantastic. Let's try it again from the 6th spot because I don't know that we would get Zeke every time. Yeah, I think Melvin will probably play. I'm taking the chance at least one league. Start the draft, Smitty. What are we drafting from the 6th spot? I got to change the graphic. From the 6th spot. This show is brought to you by Dayquil. Okay, so Hopkins. I go Hopkins over David Johnson myself. That's just me. There's Daniel dropping the fire. Okay, unleash fire. Just unleash it. Just unleash fire just for a little bit. Okay, so Hopkins I'm taking at the 1.6. This is what I usually see from the 1.6. This is where I wanted to go with this to show you what I'd do. Wow, this is a tough one. Juju, or do we go Mixon, Carry-On, Keenan Allen, Antonio Brown, Mahomes, Damian Williams, Melvin Gordon? Let's go Juju. Let's hope Montgomery falls to us. Baker, Super Bowl maker. Fall to me, David. Fall to me, David. David Montgomery. Boom. So I like that team. DeAndre Hopkins, Juju, David Montgomery. Here comes the fire. It's been unleashed. I'm going to watch this episode. I'm probably not going to watch this episode back. It's probably better not to. Now we're looking at Henry, Ingram, Lindsey, Michelle, Woods, Galladay. I think I'd go Henry here. That's pretty good. Hopkins, Juju, David Montgomery, Derrick Henry. I'm liking that team. I'm liking that team a lot. And then I would go A-Rod or Watson. Should we go Watson here? Let's just do Watson to mix it up. Yeah, let's do Watson to mix it up. So that's a pretty damn good team. As you guys see with me, I go quarterback in 5 or 6. I'm not the kind of person that waits for a Matt Ryan or a Roethlisberger. When things get a little shady in the 4 to 6 round range, and I don't like a guy, someone's not standing out to me, I will go with one of the biggest QBs that can be, a top 1 to 3 guy, because I think it really helps balance a team and anchor a team, and especially if your league is like a 6 point per TD pass, or even if it isn't, it just feels like a rock solid move in the 6 to 7 range, 4 to 6 range, if you can get yourself an Aaron Rodgers or a Deshaun Watson. All right, so let's try from the 10 spot. 10 spot. Let's change on screen here. Let's roll. David Johnson at 1.01. What the hell? David Johnson's not going at 1.01. What's going on here? Mike Thomas, Odell. Okay, you guys know I like Odell. Let's see if he falls, and we'll take Mike Thomas here. Tony Pollard is not going to go undrafted now. Let's go Mike Thomas. Let's hope Odell falls. He probably won't. He didn't. Damn it. But that's okay. Dalvin Cook fell. So Mike Thomas, Dalvin Cook from the 1.10. Now, you can build a similar team from the 1.12, but let's see what our third pick looks like in this strategy. So I think I'm going to like the 1.8 a lot better than the 1.12, because I think our third player will be a lot better. Melvin Gordon, Kittle. So we're definitely going to get, let's see, is David Montgomery still down there? Where did David Montgomery go? Okay. So David Montgomery's gone. Kittle's available. I'm drafting Kittle. Chris Carson, Jacobs, Stephon Diggs, Godwin. And then, so we have one running back. Let's go Melvin Gordon. That's not a bad team, guys, right there. Mike Thomas, Dalvin Cook, George Kittle, Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon falling to the 4th round is a good buying opportunity. I don't think anybody should be passing on Melvin Gordon in the 4th round. I just don't. What do you guys think of that team? Is that team fire? Does that team deserve a reigning of fire? Yeah, Jack. I think you might be right on that 1.01 David Johnson. What the hell? That's a pretty damn good team there. Thomas, Dalvin Cook, George Kittle, Melvin Gordon. Let's see here. Bro. Look at that team. Oh my God. The team is on fire. That team deserves a reigning of fire. Should we do it? Landry or AJ Green? Landry or AJ Green here? Spit it out. You got 46 seconds to tell me. But that team is incredible. Mike Thomas, Dalvin Cook, George Kittle, Melvin Gordon, Aaron Rodgers. We might have created the best team so far from this 1.10. You know, that's assuming Melvin Gordon comes back. But, I mean, if he comes back, look at that team. That's fantastic. I like that team a lot. This is probably the best team we've created. Would you guys agree? At least in the top 3 of the teams we've created. Who are we going with? 15 seconds left. AJ Green. Your high-risk person was in the 4th round. Yeah. Yeah, I agree after the Love Bell debacle that I don't think he's going to end up sitting out. Okay, we're up again. I think our work is done here with this team. Freaking Michael Thomas, Dalvin Cook, George Kittle, Melvin Gordon, Aaron Rodgers. Freaking fantastic team. All right, what pick am I doing next? What pick am I doing next? As long as I haven't done it yet. Tell me who you want me to draft, what slot you want me to draft from. I'm waiting on you guys. All right, what pick are we doing? 1.17. We've done everything but 1.17. We haven't done the 11. Okay, we'll do the 11. The 11 it is. I think we already did the 8. We like the 8 spot. That was a good one. From the 11, going to Odell. Bell's an interesting one to take here, but let's go Odell. Let's go Bell. Let's try it. Or do we go Cook? Cook or Bell? 54 seconds to tell me whether we should go Cook or Bell. Why aren't you as high on Darrell Henderson as you were a few weeks? Who said I'm not high on Darrell Henderson, Corbin? I've never once said I'm not as high on Darrell Henderson. I don't know where you got that. Nowhere have I posted that I'm not high on Darrell Henderson anymore. I love Darrell Henderson. Everyone needs to back off on Darrell Henderson. He's a rookie, and there was an expectation that he might get more carries than originally thought coming out of the draft. But the first expectation of Darrell Henderson was at some point during the year he would get a chance. So this whole he would get a chance in week 1 thing emerged when Todd Gurley news started to emerge that he was not doing as well and that he was unsure of where he'd be in August. We are on the clock. Let's just go Love Bell. Let's just try Love Bell. Let's try a Love Bell team when we can do it again from this spot and just see what it looks like. Love Bell, a lot of people like him at 7 or they don't like him at all. Thank you, Watkins. I needed a push to make that pick. Montgomery is gone. Damn it. Melvin Gordon, Kittle. Let's see if we can get Melvin Gordon and Kittle. Yeah. The gamble worked. Taking Kittle. So I took Melvin Gordon. Kittle was the next ranked guy, but they didn't take tight end. So we have Odell, Lev Bell, Melvin Gordon, George Kittle. We could have had, instead of Bell, Cook. I would have liked that as well. So that's a pretty damn good team from the 11th spot. I like that. Why do you prefer Alvin over Barkley? You can't go wrong either way. I think Barkley will get his. I think Daniel Jones is looking a lot better than I thought he would. I will admit, I was wrong about Daniel Jones. I was crapping on him after they drafted him, but he looks precise, crisp. Daniel Jones could be the real deal. They don't have a lot of wide receiver options for him, though. I know a lot of people like Ingram. I think he's going to thrive, but we'll see. We'll see how Shepard shakes out. We'll see how... No, Edelman's not better than Evans. Dylan, not even close. Smitty, you're the man. Did a mock draft last night from the 10 spot. Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. Let's just say it's Watson. So anyways, look at this team. Odell, Lev Bell, Melvin Gordon, George Kittle, Deshaun Watson, and... let's just go Mike Williams. Anyways, that would be a damn good team. I like that. I like that a lot. Smitty, you're the man, bro. Did a mock draft last night from the 10 spot. This is my first 4 rounds. Your thoughts, please. Juju, Evans, Montgomery, Carson. I'm not a big fan of Carson at all, so I like your first 3 picks. You did fantastic. I'm just not a huge fan of Carson myself, but nice work with your draft, bro. Okay, so 1.11. Let's try that one more time. Or what pick did we not do yet? 5. Didn't we do the 5 spot? We'll do it again. We'll do it again from the top. I need to change this every time I do it. I keep forgetting. 05. From the 5 spot. Yeah, we did this already. Hopkins, or maybe we did it from the 6. Yeah, I know that Daniel Jones has huge ties to the Mannings, and I knew that's why they took him, but I kind of thought that was a crock at first. But, dude, Daniel Jones looks pretty crisp for a player with no elite wide receiver options. I mean, he just looks really precise. Like, watching him throw, I'm very, very impressed with him. So, I'm pretty excited about Daniel Jones for Giants fans. Dalvin Cook, Evans, Antonio Brown. We got, is Montgomery gone? No. Montgomery should be there. Yep. So we'll go Dalvin. You can't pass on Dalvin Cook, and we just hope that David Montgomery falls to us. We got Hopkins, Cook. I like the 5 spot a lot. And we have Kittle available. We have David Montgomery available. We have Freeman, Melvin Gordon. Let's go David Montgomery. So we have DeAndre Hopkins, Dalvin Cook, David Montgomery. I like that. Pretty damn good team. Who are we going to get around this turn? Derrick Henry. I don't like the wide receivers here as much as I like Derrick Henry at this spot, so we'll go Derrick Henry. I don't love Derrick Henry in the 2nd or 3rd round, but in the 4th round, I'm really liking the value. Calvin Ridley seems to be my go-to late wide receiver in the 5th or 6th round in 2019. His wide receiver sucked. See, he's used to it. All right, guys. Let's see. What other pick? Anybody other? Can't even speak. Any other draft slot I can draft from that I forgot to draft from? Please tell me now. Speak now. Speak now. I would take Hopkins at 5. Unless Zeke fell. If Zeke fell, I'm taking Zeke Elliott. Last one. Where are we drafted from? Hit the thumbs up, said Jared. Jared's correct. Hit that thumbs up. All right, what is the last draft slot we're drafting from? Then I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys. Maybe we'll look at some news. Man, my voice is gone. I'm hopped up on Dayquil. My voice is gone. 1.7. Did we not do the 1.7? We didn't. We didn't, I don't think. 1.7. Here we go, bro. We already did the 9, I think. We already did the 4. I think we already did the 9, I think. So Elliott's a gift here. We might have to redo this one because Elliott probably won't always be there. So I want to give you a good feel of what I would do from the 1.7, not just like in the most ideal of situations. So Elliott, Dalvin Cook, Evans would be the only options I consider here. You know, Mahomes I like a little later, but Dalvin Cook we'll go with. I haven't been able to get Mahomes in the 3rd round, and this mock draft has him going in the 2nd pretty much every time. Kittle, Montgomery. So I have 2 running backs there. I typically would go Montgomery, but let's try Kittle here because I don't. He's already had 2 running backs at that point. So Derrick Henry. Cooks, Godwin. This would be tough to pass on Henry here. Let's just say we win Godwin. That's a tough one, man. I almost feel like if I go back, if we went back and took Evans instead of Cook, I think Evans was available. Let's see. Was Evans? Yeah, Evans was available. See, this is one of those spots at 1.7 where you're probably better off making sure you try and grab a wide receiver there, because then it made getting Montgomery a little bit better of an option. So let's retry that. Let's retry that from the 7. This is why mock drafting is good. You got to learn from it. You got to experience it. You got to go through the oopsies. Start draft, Smitty. Okay, so Elliott's still there, so let's do the same thing. Losing my voice. Okay, so let's go Mike Evans this time. Then we could probably go Montgomery in the 3rd if he falls, and I think we're going to like this team a lot better. Balanced approach if all things are equal, Garrett. Always best player available. So David Montgomery is there. So this is by far the better look, I think, from this spot. So look at Elliott, Evans, David Montgomery. It's fantastic from the 1.7. Then running back, you're kind of free to do whatever you want. I don't think. Yeah, Kittle could be there too in the 4th. You never know. Let's go with. Let's go with Godwin and see. So yeah, I'm all about best player available, but when all things are equal, then you resort over to the balanced approach, I think. Wouldn't be a bad squad. And then someone said from the 8 spot. Let's try it from the 8. From the 8, Elliott falling again. We'll do it again after this. I'm going to take Elliott. I can't let Elliott fall. I can't advocate anybody, even if it's in a mock, passing on Elliott at 1.8. It's crazy. Cook, Evans. So we're back in the same boat. Do I go Cook or do I go Evans? I kind of feel like all things being equal, Cook and Evans are pretty close. I'm going to go Evans so that we can try and build this balanced approach using best player available, because things were pretty even at that point. And now we're looking at DeMont. So DeMont's a staple in the 3rd round for me. And it sucks because sometimes he falls to the 4th round, but I never give it a chance because I don't want to lose him. I don't want to miss out on having David Montgomery. And so I take him. And then at this point, I probably would roll with Derrick Henry. So, Zeke Elliott, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, and Derrick Henry. Pretty damn good. I like Godwin over Cooks and Woods, I guess, right now. But that's arguable. And I honestly, every time I'm on the clock for it, I'm wavering. So I wouldn't say that I'm like leaning one way or the other every single time. It just feels like he's... so that's a pretty darn good team. And if we were to go over and do my good old Aaron Rodgers, I mean, just look how this is why I love Aaron Rodgers or Watson or Mayfield in the 6th round, but Aaron Rodgers and Watson specifically in the 5th round, is look how balanced it makes the team look. Like, right, you have Elliott, you have David Montgomery, you have Derrick Henry, you have Mike Evans, and yeah, you could go wide receiver because you still need a wide receiver, but look what Aaron Rodgers does to that team. Once you throw Aaron Rodgers or Watson onto that roster, it's just anchored, man. You're going to score so many points with that. So that is that for now. Let's do a Q&A until I leave. So hit me with questions and let's get to it. If you got questions, I have your answers. So hit me with it. Q&A time. Topic is Q&A with Smitty. Hit me with it. You're a bit nervous about DJ at the 4 spot. I would be too, and that's why I'm taking Zeke. Zeke does not fall to me, or does not fall past the 4 spot if I have the 4 spot. I'm just not doing it yet. If he misses another week or two, then we'll talk. Murray took 24 red zone from Cook. Doesn't that make Dalvin a ridiculously good floor? Dude, Dalvin... So, yeah, Dalvin is going to be, if he's healthy, a top 5 overall player, pretty much. Top 5 to 7 overall player. Dalvin Cook, to me, is gold if he stays healthy. Now, health is the only reason that I worry. Health is built into his ADP. You wouldn't get Dalvin Cook in the mid-second round if people weren't worried. So consider him a bargain. Devin Singletary looked good against the Panthers. I love Devin Singletary. I've been talking Devin Singletary up since December as one of the best running backs in this draft class. So, yeah, you're not going to hear an argument from me. I love Devin Singletary. If you're drafting at the number 11, do you like Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill combo, or Odell Beckham Jr. Chubb stack? You can't go wrong with either, man. The only problem is what happens to you. How does your draft unfold in the third round? Do you get screwed with your third pick if you go running back, and you don't have a good wide receiver left, and you're forcing yourself to take the best wide receiver versus the best player available? He's got to be prepared to take the best player available at that 3 pick and not just go wide receiver only because you have to. Too many people will go running, they'll go Cook and Chubb or whatever, and then force themselves to take a wide receiver no matter what, and that screws you. You have to take the best player available. So you're better off, or the same thing if you go Chubb or Mike Thomas and Odell, you're forcing yourself to take a running back, then I think you're making a mistake. You've got to take the best player available. Yeah, never worry about bye weeks, guys. Bye weeks I don't even consider that. That shouldn't even be crossing your mind when you're taking a player. Maybe your backup QB, when you're drafting your backup QB, you think about it. But you don't worry about taking your starting lineup wide receivers or starting running back, your number 1 running back, your number 1 wide receiver based on a bye week. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Don't do that. Lose all in 1 week is fine. Try and win your bye week where you have everybody out on a bye. But if you have everybody out on a bye in 1 week, that's great. You'll have only 1 week to worry about. What do I think of Josh Gordon, Nick? That's a great question. I think he needs to be taken seriously as a very strong wide receiver 3 potential. I think Josh Gordon could have that kind of ability for sure. I like the option of having him as your wide receiver 4 or 5, because if you picked him up right now, he's probably on waivers. I took him in the Throne League that we're doing on Instagram. I have him in a couple leagues. I didn't drop him, but most people are picking him up off waivers, so he's your wide receiver 5, 6, or whatever, 4 or 5. So he's in good position for you. Recommend stacking running backs until the 4th round. I'm not sure what you mean. Stacking running backs, you mean like Chubb and who? You mean stacking a running back with a quarterback, or what's up, Leo? Thumbs up, people, says Leo. Leo speaks the truth. Leo says thumbs up. Where are my thumbs up? We got 60, 70 people in the room constantly. We have 43 thumbs up. What the hell? I'm hopped up on Dayquil here. I probably won't even remember this show, and I can't get a thumb up? I feel like Josh Gordon was the reason Chris Hogan went from valuable 2 years ago to worthless. It could be. I think Josh Gordon's got a lot of value if he's on the field. Let's get these thumbs up, people, to 100. Let's go, says King. Thank you, King. Draft only running back. Will Darwin Thompson overtake Damian Williams? That's a great question. Honestly, I mean, I'm a big advocate of owning both. You have to own both. If you drafted Damian Williams, what the hell were you doing not cuffing him? That's something I've said from the start. If you draft Damian Williams, you must cuff him. And I was asked over and over again, who was the cuff? Well, as I said, the eventual cuff, this is what I've said for months, the eventual cuff will be Darwin Thompson. Could it be Carlos Hyde right out of the gate? Yeah. But when you need it, when it matters, it will be Darwin. And Darwin's already got a lock on that backup job. Now, I wouldn't freak out if you are a Damian Williams owner. Darwin still has a chance to unseat him, sure. But Damian Williams is the guy who did not falter at all during his last 6 starts. He was on a tear, number 1 or number 2 running back in fantasy football, depending on the stats you look at from the end of the last 4 games in the regular season into the 2 playoff games. The guy had 10 TDs and averaged over 100 yards a game. He is a monster. If he gets a shot, he will be a top 5 to 10 running back. Whoever starts for the Kansas City Chiefs will be a top 5 to 10 running back, and you must own Darwin, and you must own Darwin and Damian Williams together. Yeah, Carlos Hyde could get cut. Carlos Hyde, I don't worry about Carlos Hyde. He's been a journeyman for a reason. You could say the same thing about Damian, but Damian actually tore it up for the Kansas City Chiefs and learned that offense, which is a very complicated offense, Damian Williams will be given every opportunity to be the starter, given that he knows the offense well. Darwin's learning it. Darwin can't know that offense yet because it took Damian almost a whole half a season to get very familiar with it. So don't discredit how tough it is to learn this Kansas City Chief offense. Darwin has a huge advantage. Hyde could make the team, but Hoosier, but he's very much on the roster bubble as well. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, the 24-hour live stream. So guys, August 23rd, this coming Friday. Hopefully I'm over this cold. I'm on Dayquil right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch this show back, maybe not, and see what I even said. I'm so hopped up, but I felt really bad and guilty that I haven't been on YouTube the last 2 days because I've been not feeling well. Just got a cold. I'm pretty much over it, but I am hopped up on Dayquil and got some congestion whatever pills or whatever. So I'm hopped up on Dayquil, a little bit dizzy, lightheaded. I'm probably going to end it right now before I fall down and roll out of the chair. But I should be good for Friday. Hopefully I rest up. I'm good to go. 24 hours straight. Friday, August 23rd, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. I go live here on YouTube, youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show. I should have Andy Holloway on from the Fantasy Footballers during the third hour. That was confirmed. So hopefully that's still a go, and it will be one fantastic interview. It'll be one fantastic show. We'll be doing mock drafts. The 48-team league, I'm still working on trying to get that going. I may throw a curveball and do something different. We will see, but stay tuned on that. We should have definitely a league or two or whatever during that where we draft this massive league together and we play the year out. I might do a couple best ball leagues instead, where we do like 4 best ball league drafts or 2 or 3. And that way I can post the link, hey, jump in and let's do it. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on it. But Friday, August 23rd, this Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I go live for 24 straight hours. Tell your friends, tell everybody. It's going to be awesome. So I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate you hanging out with me, even though I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm going to pass out. Later.